live from Scott Stadium on the campus of the University of Virginia in Charlottesville, Virginia. It's the 2012 VHSL Group AAA Division VI State Championship featuring the LC Bird Skyhawks and the Ocean Lakes Dolphins. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Championship Saturday coverage. I'm Andy Hayes, joined alongside here my good friend and colleague, Chris Barassa. And Chris, when we talk about this matchup here, you got two undefeated teams yet again here getting ready to square off against each other, and we should see some firepower in this one.
Yeah, two teams that are very much alike. They run first, they got quarterbacks that can throw the ball, physical on both sides of the line, stifling defenses. Both teams gave up less than 6 points per game during the regular season. Division I recruits all over the field, and one of these teams is going to leave with their first state championship today.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the players to watch here, and we'll start with the LC Bird Skyhawks. And the first guy we're going to highlight is the running back, Paul Robertson. He set the all-time single-game rushing mark last week against Oakton in the state semifinals.
Oh, he's the real deal. Paul Robertson, 2,700 yards rushing this year, 960 in 3 playoff games, including that big 400-yard performance against Oakton last week. He's going to get the ball a lot tonight.
Yeah, and when Ocean Lakes tries to stop him, they're going to have to deal with their quarterback, Terrence Urban, who has shown to be one of the best passers in the state of Virginia this year. He's dynamic as well.
Well, Terrence Irving, hey, they have a passing game at Bird, maybe the first time in history. He's probably already the best passing quarterback they've ever had. He's going to lead them passing the ball today.
All right, we had a chance to talk to head coach David Bedwell here before the game got started. Let's take a listen to what he had to say that fans should expect here today from this LC Bird team.
We're a pro-style offense. We like to run the ball first, and we had a very good quarterback this year that's given us a little bit of a passing dimension, which is something we haven't had in years past. So it's a little more balanced on offense. We're a 4-3 defense. We're attacking style defense, and a little bit small. We're not as big as Ocean Lakes. They got some big guys up front, but guys that can run and play hard for 48 minutes, and just a really good overall group of kids. We don't have any superstars, so kids that are just playing together really well right now.
Well, for Ocean Lakes and head coach Chris Scott, they're excited to be here as well, and he's got some talented playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. Chris, let's talk about the first guy, Andre Dessenberg.
Yeah, big wide receiver, 6'2". He's a Delaware commit. He's fast. 23 touchdowns already on the season, just 2 away from the state record for single season receiving touchdowns.
And the quarterback that throws the ball to him is Walter Harold, and he can light it up throwing and running, Ken.
Yeah, Corwin Cutler, the UVA commit, went down the first game of the playoffs. Churchy Harold stepped right in. He's been leading them. He can run the ball. He can throw the ball. He's an exciting player to watch.
Well, we had a chance to talk to head coach Chris Scott here in the pregame about what fans should expect to see from his team here this evening.
Well, starting with the offense, we're multiple, so to speak. We'll run the ball, we'll pass the ball, we can spread it out and come out in a spread formation, and then we'll get line up and then get in the backfield and come in I formation and power football. But our main forte is that we got to establish the line of scrimmage, move the ball by running it, and then flip it around a little bit. Defensively, same thing up front. We want to stop the run. We've got 2 very big, capable defensive tackles, one junior All-American, Derek Nottie, one Demetri McGill in the middle who can stop the run. Those guys, he's committed to Maryland, so like to get after it right there, 4-4, and play zone behind it and get after the ball carrier.
Well, there you have it. The Division VI Group AAA State Championship is all set. Kickoff is right around the corner. Come on back.
The 2012 Virginia High School League Football Championships are brought to you by Virginia 529. It's never too early or too late to start saving with Virginia 529. And by the Greenbrier Classic. Greenbrier Classic badges are on sale now. Visit greenbriershopping.com to support the VHSL today.
Oh, she's college material, that's for sure. You think? Look at that nose. 4, maybe 5 years, housing, meal plans, fees. Oh, yeah. That nose says, a bajillion bucks in 18 years.
You get all that from a nose?
She's gonna be expensive.
Be prepared for the tuition monster. Visit Virginia529.com and see why it's the nation's largest 529 college savings plan.
Oh my, that chin has grad school written all over it.
3rd down and 3 for the Indians. Oh, the ball came loose. Tiger's going to pick it up. Look at that. Took it back and scored. Whoa! That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
Buy a DVD of this or any of the Virginia High School League Championships at VHSLnetwork.com.
Welcome back here to Scott Stadium on the campus of the University of Virginia. And we are just about set here for the Group AAA Division 6 State Championship game. And Andy Hayes alongside Chris Barassa here. Both teams have made their entrances. Kickoff is coming up here. And Chris, we talk a little bit about, both teams obviously getting set for the kickoff here in this one. Butterflies, they're out there, aren't they?
Absolutely. Both these teams look for their first state championship game.
Let's take a look at we'll pause for the national anthem. The national anthem, nicely done by the band here, and with that we welcome you back aboard here to the state championship broadcast, and we're just about set for the kickoff here for the Division 6 finale. Ocean Lakes, LC Bird, two undefeated teams, and we've already talked a little bit about both teams, but let's go ahead and talk about the road to the championships here and the road to the finals here tonight. LC Bird, They beat Hermitage, which was a top-ranked team in the state, and then they moved on, beat Verona, and they got rid of Oakton last week, and here they are getting set to take on the Dolphins. And for Ocean Lakes, the big win against Hilton last week in the semifinals, and they knocked out last year's champ, Oscar Smith, before that.
Absolutely. They both have had to play very difficult teams to get here, but I tell you what, the toughest game for both of those teams is right now, today, getting ready to kick off here in just a couple seconds.
Jose Aea is the kicker, and Tremaine Griffin is the deep back for Ocean Lakes. LC Bird wearing their white uniforms, jerseys there, blue pants, and Ocean Lakes in the all yellow. And we're underway. Line drive kick, it'll bounce at the 5, and it's picked up there, running straight ahead to the 20, 25, and out to the 26-yard line. And the Dolphins will start 1st and 10 right there. And Chris, head coach Chris Scott, he's got himself some weapons out there offensively. Give people an idea. I mean, he talked a little bit about the kind of play they'll have today, but what have you seen on film that you liked about this Ocean Lakes team?
Very physical up front on both sides of the ball. Their offensive line is big. They like to get into you and drive you off the ball. He likes to spread it out, but establish the running game. We'll see what he does here with Churchy Herald taking the direct snaps with an empty backfield.
4 receivers to the left. And one to the right, quick toss. And it looks like a double pass. It's got a man open down the field, and it's caught at the 35. Still on his feet inside of the 20, the 10, count it, touchdown on the first play of the game. Wow.
Coach Scott comes out with his version of the trickeration on the first play. He goes empty backfield, throws the quick lateral to his wide receiver who throws it downfield.
Anthony Walters was the man that made the catch.
He had to come back for it, then he avoided 2 defenders, and then he's just got green grass in front of him. What a start to this football game.
First play, that's how you draw it up right there. The extra point coming. Tyler Bowie, the kicker, he knocks it up and through, and that makes it 7-0. So just like that, Ocean Lakes says we're ready. And a long touchdown pass again here. Again, a double pass, Chris.
And Harold throws it out to his star wide receiver, Andre Dessenberg, who just heaves it as far as he can down the field. Walt just comes back for it, avoids 2 tacklers, and we're just 22 seconds into this ball game, and we got points on the board, 7-0, Ocean Lakes.
We told you in the pregame that there's some firepower in this one. There's some fireworks already.
Well, we told you Dessenberg just needed 2 more receiving touchdowns to tie the state record for a season. Well, he just threw one right there. He's working on the passing record as well.
So Bowie will tee it up here. Now L.C. Bird back to receive. Just underway. Andy Hayes and Chris Barassa with you. Good to have you aboard here for the Division 6 state championship game. This ought to be an exciting ball game. We're already seeing that here in the first 22 seconds. Here's Bowie's kick. And this one, it'll be fielded back at the 5-yard line. Running to the left now, cutting it back up the middle. And taking it out to the 28-yard line is Rasheed Worsham.
Nice return there by Worsham. He's one of the 2 wideouts along with Darius Hawkins that Irvin likes to go to downfield. They like to establish the running game from the I formation with Robertson. They've got number 44, Oliver Wright, all-region guard last year, who's now their fullback, leads the way for Robertson on most of these ISO plays.
I formation behind Terrence Irvin, the quarterback. And it's play action to start. Rolling near side, he's looking for his man, and he's got it complete. Out to the 41. That catch by Darius Hawkins.
A beautiful comeback route by Hawkins. Pushes his defender down to the 45, comes back for the ball, catches it at the 41. Beautiful throw by Irvin. They go to play action on the first play, but there's a flag down back at the 30.
That flag came down after the play was over.
Darius Hawkins is a burner. We saw him catch a couple long passes last week against Oakton.
Personal foul called against Ocean Lakes.
So we'll just add this on, Andy, to the end of the catch. It's going to put L.C. Bird into Ocean Lakes territory already on the first play.
See Irvin there, 6'3", just a junior, 170 pounds. He's a great athlete, and he's got a great arm, especially on the deep ball. He throws the deep ball especially well.
23 touchdowns and just 3 interceptions on the season for the junior.
So L.C. Bird now has the ball inside of Ocean Lakes territory at the 44 of the Dolphins. I formation, Robertson is the deep back. He'll take the give, running left. Bounces outside, 40, 38, and tripped up. And knocked down at about the 36. So a good gain for Robertson on his first carry of the ball game.
Robertson has a complete package. This is just a power play. They pull the backside guard. You saw him kick out there. He bounces it outside, and he's just tripped up by the defensive back who comes up. But a nice gain on first down.
Trayvon Brandon was the man that flipped him up there. Second down and short. I formation again. Handoff. Robertson bouncing left. He's got it to the 33. And hit hard out of bounds. Looks like a penalty flag. And again, it was Brandon.
Well, Robertson's not the biggest running back. He's about 185 pounds. He bounced that to the outside. Gets just enough for the first down, but it's not going to be a late hit. Penalty's going against Bird. It's going to bring that one back.
So that'll push the first down carry backward, and we'll probably repeat second down here.
Looks like it's going to be a spot foul from the 35, so I'll take it back to the 45 after the holding call. So we're looking at a second and really just about 10.5 yards here.
So ball marked at the 45. Again, an I formation for Irvin. Robertson and Irvin should be easy to pick out on your TV screen. Here's Irvin, back to pass. Now under pressure. He's going to take off and scramble. He's got it inside of the 35. A penalty flag is down. Fred Hendrick is the one that finally corralled him. Robertson's got pink shoes and pink socks on, and Irvin's got fluorescent green shoes. So we can see him from up here. Chris, that helps your old eyes. I know
That's
that.
true. That's true. I write up a thank you note after the game. Well, another penalty, this time a 15-yarder. Bird's going the wrong way here.
Let's take a look here. Yeah, you can see. Got the hook around there and pulled the jersey back. That'll get called every time. So 2nd and 26. Again, an I formation. A wide receiver to both sides. Here's Irvin, play action pass. Now looking across the field, he's got him in, caught inside of the 46. And that's Gary Dorsey on the catch. The big tight end coming across the field there with a nice grab.
Just play action. Again, he rolls out to give him a little more time to avoid the big pass rush. Hawkins clears out the zone, and the tight end Dorsey cuts across the middle, gets most of that yardage back, gets him now back in the 3rd and 12 situation here.
More of a manageable 3rd down. 9:26 mark here in the first quarter. LC Bird already trailing 7-0. There's Irvin under center. Straight back to pass, looking for the sideline, and he's got his man. Hawkins at the first down marker. And that should move the chains.
Andy, that is an outstanding pass. He's got bracketed coverage. He's got a linebacker underneath. He's got to get the ball over and drop it in front of the corner here. It's a straight drop back, picks his target, and watch him drop this in between two defensive cover guys there. Trayvon Brandon comes up, makes the hit, loses his helmet. He's going to have to sit out for a play. Trayvon Brandon commit to North Carolina A&T.
So 1st and 10 for the Skyhawks. Again, I formation, give to Robertson, left side. Got a little running room, couple yards maybe. Down to the 30-yard line of Ocean Lakes. And the one thing we saw last week watching Robertson run is he loves to start in on that play and bounce it to the corner and to the edge there, Chris. That's what we saw him do efficiently all game last week.
Well, he's got a great jump cut. It changes direction in an instant and usually leaves a couple defenders, their arms flailing after missed tackles.
2nd down and 7. Handoff again, Robertson. This time he runs into a wall. And the Dolphins have him corralled quickly. Short gain. So it'll bring up 3rd down and about 5. Tackle made by Derek Noddy.
Coach Scott talked about his 2 defensive tackles, Derek Noddy and Dimitri McGill. McGill's already committed to going to Maryland. Those 2 guys are stout in the middle. Hard to run inside against Ocean Lakes.
So Irvin sets his tight end to the right. He's got a receiver to either side in an I formation. Early movement, and that one's going to go against the Skyhawks. So we're going to be looking at a 3rd and 10 coming up. And
procedure call gets the wide receiver moved a little early. Going to push him back into a 3rd and 10 situation now. Probably out of field goal range here, so they might be thinking about 2 plays.
Let's see if they go back to Hawkins. He's been making some nice catches here early on. I formation again. Play action, Irvin rolling this way. And he throws it, this one, through the hands of his intended receiver. And incomplete.
Well, he just came back with the same play that they connected to Dorsey on earlier, and that time there was underneath coverage that made a difference. Dorsey's not able to bring that ball in.
You can see Irvin, he does a nice job on those play action fakes.
He's got good footwork and mechanics. He steps into the ball, delivers it quickly, and you knew they're going to do a lot of rolling out play action to stay away from those big interior defensive linemen putting pressure on them.
4th down and 10. Shotgun formation, Irvin rolling left, tosses to the flat, got his man, and he leans forward. He's close. Catch made out on the far sideline by Sean Payne.
Just rolling to his left off his arm, but he gets it into Payne's hand in a hurry so he can get upfield. Just enough for the 1st down.
That's twice now on this drive where L.C. Bird had a little adversity to overcome. No panic out there, Chris. No panic. They just kept running their bread and butter play action game, and we're 1st and 10 on the 23 of Ocean Lakes. Here's the give to Robertson. Bouncing left, now cut in against the grain. And he's picked up and thrown down at the 15.
Yeah, Robertson he turns 3 yards into 6-yard gains. Here's a perfect example. Got right kicking out right there. He follows inside, runs through 2 arm tackles, gets to a 3rd arm tackle, and finally takes 4 Dolphin defenders to bring him down. Yeah, he's just very elusive. You saw that jump cut there, picked him up an extra 5 yards.
Dessenberg helping to bring him down. 2nd and short. And an offside penalty is going to be called against Ocean Lakes. That should give L.C. Bird a 1st down.
It looked like McGill moved just a little bit early.
Join the conversation about high school sports not only in Virginia but across the country. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Play On Sports. So it will be 1st down and 10. The Skyhawks can get a 1st down just inside the 1. The ball just outside the 10-yard line. So an I formation again behind Irvin. Gives it to Robertson, and they call it before the snap here, so that will most likely be against L.C. Bird, and it is.
That's a good answer in this drive by Bird after that 1-play touchdown drive. It took 20 seconds off the board to start the game by Ocean Lakes. Bird has kind of methodically moved down the field. They've overcome a few penalties to convert 1st downs, and they'd love to get some points on the board here to answer Ocean Lakes.
1st and 15. Here's Irvin. Hands it to Robertson. Bounces left, cuts it back inside the 10 to the 7. Good gain on 1st down. And that's one thing we saw last week, Chris. He has such great vision. I mean, he sets you up thinking he wants to go to the edge, and then that cut right there is what makes him so tough to bring down.
Well, we've yet to see. I think he had 32 carries last week. He's probably had more than half a dozen here so far today. We haven't seen a direct hit on him yet. He's so elusive.
So 2nd and 7. Irvin with an eye behind him. Again, Robertson cuts it up at the 5, down to the 3. And it's going to be a couple yards shy of the first down. And that offensive line has really put together some outstanding performances here. Great block by the fullback on the play. And that was Oliver Wright. And that opened up some space for Robertson.
You got the big left tackle, Martavius Robinson there on the left side. 345 pounds, 6'3", but he is not slow by any means. He can get off the ball, get to the second level, and create some holes.
I formation, 1 wide receiver. Here's Robertson again. Leaning forward. Touchdown, LC Bird.
You saw everything that Robertson has right there. We've seen his elusiveness, his ability to cut and set up blocks. Right there, we just saw some power football. Dropped his head, dropped his shoulder, got in the end zone to tie this ball game up.
Here's the touchdown run. Robertson just would not go down.
I'll have to give Oliver Wright an assist on that, driving the linebacker into the end zone.
Here's the extra point attempt. Kick is up, and this one is good. So with 4:10 to go in the first quarter, it's 7-7. Are we in for a shootout tonight, Chris? What do you think?
I think we got us a ball game. These two teams are evenly matched.
Let's hope so.
Here we see we got Wright leading into the hole, takes on the linebacker, drives him through. Robertson fights his way in.
And a good block up front as well there by Tyler Wingen. So that offensive line doing what we saw him do a week ago, moving the line of scrimmage. Let's take a look at those scoring drive summary here, and this is 12 plays, 72 yards. How about the time of possession? 7 minutes, 21 seconds.
Ocean Lake's offense can't score if they don't have the ball.
Great point. Brandon Walker back deep. Check that out, my apologies. It's Tremaine Griffin back deep for Ocean Lakes and Trayvon Brandon. Jose Ayala. And there's a low kick fielded at the 25. Take it back to the 30, 35, and that's where he'll be knocked down. And again, that's Walters. So we saw the trickeration in the first play of the game from Chris Scott. Do they go back to something like that in the playbook here, Chris, or do they line up and play some smash mouth football?
I think we're going to see some smash mouth. He accomplished what he wanted to do with that first play, get 7 points quick, get the momentum. Well, now he knows he's in for a ball game after Bird drives.
Harold in the shotgun. Zips it near side, and this one's caught by Dessenberg. He's tackled immediately back at the 33. Penalty flag comes down.
All right, Brandon Walker all over that play from his outside line position. Number 7 for LC Bird. He flies sideline to sideline from that position.
Let's see what the call is. Walker had a big interception a week ago. Outstanding defender. And they're going to decline the penalty. It'll be second down and about 14.
Well, the thing about Walker, you mentioned his interception last week, but he made plays behind the line of scrimmage, put pressure on the quarterback, and he was a great run defender when they tried to stretch it out to the outside. So I tell you what, he can do it all. Cover, put pressure on the quarterback, play defense on the run. 4
wides to the right. Harold back to pass. Throws it out to the 45-yard line, and it's caught. And that's Dessenberg. He's got it. He'll be shy of the first down marker by about 3. So third down coming up.
See Harold on the sprint right. He sets up. It's a half roll and just delivers a strike to Dessenberg.
Here's Harold now, looking again. And this one's picked off. And take it back all the way to the 44-yard line. Darius Gillis comes up with it. There is a penalty flag down. So hold on.
It's in the defensive backfield, Andy, so that one may be coming back.
And it's pass interference on the Skyhawks. So that one, a big break for Ocean Lakes. As you see Harold.
That's another half roll by Harold. He doesn't see the defender that steps in, and unfortunately the cornerback hit the receiver as the ball was arriving. Pass interference, 15 yards for Ocean Lakes.
So 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. Inside of Elsie Bird territory. Game tied at 7. Almost a big turnover there for the Skyhawks. Have to go back to work. Here's Harold handing off. And a carry out to the 42-yard line. Gain of about 3. And Jordan Bobo was the man carrying the rock there for Ocean Lakes. Here's Harold back to pass. Scrambles, runs into trouble. He leans forward and picks up a few. He's going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
Like Jay Anderson, the defensive end, kind of tripped him up there, or he was going to be off to the races. He had a lot of green in front of him. Anderson made a good play to trip him up.
Harold will set the formation, and now a penalty flag is thrown.
Don't worry about this. Go up.
Motion penalty on Ocean Lakes.
A lot of penalties here in the first quarter.
Yes, there has been.
Andy, you know, I don't know if a little bit nerves in the first quarter state championship game or not.
Third down and long. Here's Harold rolling near side, running into trouble, improvising. But he's dropped down at the 41. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Excellent defensive pressure there by the Skyhawks. Messiah Kerr was the guy that finally got it.
Again, another half roll, sprint to the left, setting up, nobody's open, too much pressure.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it. Harold back to pass on 4th down. And it's knocked away. Brandon Walker.
It's the guy we just highlighted, Andy. He can do it all. Play behind the line of scrimmage or play in coverage. He just laid out to knock this ball down. Churchy Harold steps into this throw. Looks like it might be complete. Walker just gives it up, lays out, knocks it down. Gives the ball back to Bird.
What an effort. What an effort. It's never too early or too late to start saving with the Virginia 529 plan. With the new semester contract options, it's more affordable than ever. Check out the new Virginia 529 prepaid calculator on virginia529.com. Here's Robertson on the carry, spinning out of a tackle, still on his feet. 46-47, finally knocked down. Tough run from Paul Robertson.
That's all Paul Robertson. He's mad at the line of scrimmage. He just refuses to go down. It spins and just keeps turning those legs. See it right here. It's just a power play. They pull the backside guard, Taylor. Linebacker blitzes, fills the run gap, and he just drags big defensive lineman 6 yards downfield.
Derek Noddy on the tackle. 2nd down and 3. Tie ball game, under a minute to go in this first quarter. I formation again. Here's Irvin. Hands it off to his big fella, fullback. Runs into the line of scrimmage and not much else. Tony Baird on the tackle. 3rd and short.
Looked like they went to an unbalanced line to the left there on that play, Andy, and Tried to run back across the to the other side of the formation. Only able to pick up about a yard here. Big third down for Ocean Lakes. The defense has been on the field most of this first quarter.
Big third down here. There's Irvin. And it looks like they'll let the first quarter come to a close. So after one, 7-7. The Dolphins and the Skyhawks getting after it.
Short time. LC Bird 7, Ocean Lake 7. Virginia College Savings Plan is proud to be a part of the VHSL team. Virginia.
The 2012 Virginia High School League Football Championships are brought to you by Virginia 529. It's never too early or too late to start saving with Virginia 529. And by the Greenbrier Classic. Greenbrier Classic badges are on sale now. Visit greenbriershopping.com to support the VHSL today.
Oh, she's college material, that's for sure. You think? Look at that nose. 4, maybe 5 years, housing, meal plans, fees. Oh, yeah. That nose says, a bajillion bucks in 18 years.
You get all that from a nose?
She's gonna be expensive.
Be prepared for the tuition monster. Visit Virginia529.com and see why it's the nation's largest 529 college savings plan.
Oh my, that chin has grad school written all over it.
Buy a DVD of this or any of the Virginia High School League Championships at VHSLnetwork.com.
Championship ring. VHSL and Johnston helping students celebrate pride and capture memories. 30?
Welcome back here to Scott Stadium on the campus of the University of Virginia. Division 6 state championship game here. Andy Hayes, Chris Barassa with you. And as we head to the second quarter, it's 7-7. So pretty intriguing first quarter. Both teams having some success.
Bird dominating the time of possession, doing what they like to do. Coach Bedwell's got to be happy with what his offense has done so far. He'd like to see him convert on this 3rd and 2.
So third down, Irvin under center. Hands it to Robertson. Robertson's got some running room, almost broke free. He's down to the 42 of the Dolphins. And a shoelace tackle kept him from going the distance. And that was Griffin that came up to knock him down, Chris.
He gets to the second level. He just always seems like he's about ready to break a touchdown run. You know, see it here. Gets a good block by his fullback, bounces it to the second level there, and it's a shoestring tackle, essentially, that prevents him from going for the touchdown.
So 1st and 10 for the Skyhawks. Handoff again, Robertson. Running into trouble. Now looking for more. And he turns it back, but he's going to go way back behind midfield. Great defense by the Dolphins. And that looked like McGill who got him.
Well, he tries to bounce it back and bring it back to the left-hand side, but he doesn't have a chance once that guy gets his claws on him.
Dimitri McGill. He doesn't miss when you get near him. So 2nd and 17. Their last drive, they never panicked when they had long yardage situations here. We'll see if they can pick it back up. Here's Irvin looking down the field. Worsham, the intended receiver, and this one is intercepted. No, incomplete. Almost picked off. And Worsham had to become the defensive guy to save that one from being picked off.
Yeah, he's just running a go route there, and I'm not sure that he thought he was the primary receiver on that. But you can see some of Irvin's arm strength here. Looks to the right, then looks back to the left. It's just well defended. Like you said, Worsham had to help break that up, or we were going to see an interception by
T.J. Griffin.
T.J. Griffin.
So long third down. Here's Irvin, straight back. Sets up the screen to Robertson. Running right, Robertson with some room past the 40. 35 makes the move. And he's finally caught back at the 37. Penalty flag is down.
Trayvon Brandon on the tackle there saves the first down. He's trying to cut back all the way across the field. Gave up a little bit of yardage to try to get the first down, but again, another penalty on L.C. Bird. Going to bring this one back. See the marker down there on the 50-yard line.
You can just see how dangerous Paul Robertson is with the football in his hands.
I'll tell you, the screenplay looks like it was made and designed for Paul Robertson.
I agree.
Get him in some space, and he's so elusive. It's tough to make a one-on-one tackle with him.
So the Dolphins accept the penalty, which moves it backward, and now it's 3rd and 22. Chasing down the 10-minute mark here in the second quarter. Irvin brings him to the line, I formation. Robertson the deep back. Play action, rolling right. And now he's going to take off and run. Up to the 45-40. And he pushes forward down to the 36. And that's going to bring up a 4th down at about 6, Chris. Much more manageable. Great effort there by Irvin.
Smart decision by Irvin there. You just really didn't see anything like downfield. Had a lot of room in front of him. Cuts it upfield. Gets down to the 47 before he's tackled by T.J. Griffin. Still, it sets him up for a reasonable 4th down attempt here. It's too far for a field goal. They're too close in to punt most likely. So, hey, going ahead, running there, picking up what you can, give your team a chance.
Timeout called by Ocean Lakes. And so we'll see what L.C. Bird decides to do. Andy Hayes and Chris Barassa with you here. Division 6 state championship game. Let's go ahead and take a listen here to head coach Chris Scott there from Ocean Lakes and what he said was special about this team here playing in the state finals.
I think this year's team's special because of what we've done more so off the field. We've had talented ball players in the past, but these guys have really played back-to-back and really have become like brothers. And we talk about being a Dolphin football family. And on Thursdays, we're having pasta dinner at the house, and I'm at my son's practice, and my wife's got 25 or 30 of the guys over there. And just the fact that they can get off the field and build that bond. You know, when they come out here and they're playing something as simple as they love as football, they're going to go to battle for each other. And I think that's what's happened all this year.
That family atmosphere, always a key ingredient to making it to a championship game. Yeah, Coach Scott's got a great team. 4th down, L.C. Bird coming out, and they're going to go for it. I formation for Irvin.
Trying to go with a hard count to give him the jump. Ocean Lakes was disciplined and didn't do it.
So a timeout called by the Skyhawks. And Coach Bedwell will pull his team over to talk things over. 35-yard line, obviously out of field goal position here. But the defense for L.C. Bird has been pretty strong. Decision time here for Coach Bedwell. Let's go ahead and take a listen to what Coach Bedwell said was special about these L.C. Bird Skyhawks.
You know, just that we don't have any superstars and that they are playing unselfish and they don't care who gets the credit. And They've been physically outmatched, throughout times of the year, and somebody's, stepped up and made a play, and it's been a different kid every week. It's not the same guy. So, that's what makes this group special, is that they just depend on each other. There's not one guy that we go to more than the other, and so that's what made this group really work well together, and I think that's why we are where we are right now.
So out of the timeout, Coach Bedwell sent his offense back out onto the field. And he's got Irvin with an I formation, 2 wides, 1 to either side. Here's Irvin, back to pass, under pressure. Now in trouble, throws it. Robertson's got it completed. He's inside the 40, 35, but he's dropped before the first down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs.
A lot of pressure on Irvin there. See, it comes right up the middle here. Late blitz coming through, and he just avoids that for the time being. Gets it in Robertson's hands, and everybody on the Ocean Lake side just kind of holding their breath for a little bit until they were able to get the tackle down just short of the first down.
Robertson gave it a go, but a couple yards shy. So Ocean Lakes takes over. 1st and 10 on their own 34. Andy Hayes and Chris Barassa with you. 9:02 to go here in the first half. Tie ball game. Here's Harold. And he'll give it in the backfield. Run straight up the gut. Stopped at the 39. And we haven't seen a lot of running plays here early from Ocean Lakes.
Well, it's because Ocean Lakes hasn't run many plays. The defense has been on the field most of the game.
Brandon Simmons on that carry, 5'7" junior. Here's a snap and a quick run up the middle. This one good for first down yardage.
And it was Brandon Simmons. That nice hole off to the left there. And you can see Ocean Lakes just gets right up to the line. On the sideline, they hold up signs and posters to call the play.
Harold again. He'll hand it in the backfield this time to his teammate Jordan Bobo. And he's got it down to the 43. If you'd like to buy a DVD of this game or any championship on the Virginia High School League's VHSLnetwork.com, click on the green button to buy and take home a lifetime memory of your own. Here's Harold, giving it off again in the backfield. Penalty flag comes flying. And that one behind the play. Gain of about 5. So we'll see what the call is. And it's not a block below the knees, but a hit below the knees, right, Chris? And that's against the defense.
Yep. A chop block on the defense.
Let's go. Get white.
It's got to be about the 10th or 12th penalty we've had here. But the interesting thing is, the team's pretty much been overcoming the penalties against them and still been able to convert first downs. Now this one went to Ocean Lake's favor, really giving them good field position here on this drive.
Twins to the right, hand off again. Right side, inside the 20. Bobo takes it down to the 18.
Darius Gillis came up, made a nice hit, but Bobo was already 6 yards downfield. We're starting to see this offensive line take control of the line of scrimmage for Ocean Lakes.
Hand off left side. And not much there. The Skyhawks prepared for that play. So 3rd down coming up. And they'll call it 3 yards.
It's been a nice drive by Ocean Lake so far, almost all of it on the ground.
There's Harold again, hands it off to Bobo. He is stuck in the hole. Whoa.
I think that might have been Oliver Wright, the fullback / inside linebacker, that just laid a smackdown, preventing the first down. Bobo cuts it upfield, and there is Mr. Wright. Say hello.
Let me introduce myself. That brings up 4th down and 4.
It's like they're bringing Bowie out to attempt a 36-yard field goal here.
So Bowie has a chance to knock one through. Snap is good, the hold down, and the kick. And it is good.
That was good by plenty.
Bowie puts it right down the middle.
That'll give Bowie confidence later in the game if they need another field goal, even a longer one, because he drilled that one.
You love it when your kicker comes out there and says, "No worries, coach, I got you."
Let's watch here. Bowie and his got some green fluorescent shoes. His good pressure came up the middle there. He's fortunate to get that one off, but it's just inside the upright, but it could have been good, I think, from maybe another 8 or 9 yards.
So that makes our score 10-7. Ocean Lakes regains the lead. They scored on the first offensive play of this game on a double pass. And since then, both teams have put together some impressive drives. The defenses have settled in. We're heading towards a great second half here in this one, if the flow of this game continues here, Chris Barassi. So LC Bird back to receive. And they'll have 6 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the second quarter. Here's Bowie's kickoff. Sailing to the 5 on the right side. Warsham's got it running right side. He's got some opening now. Out past the 30. And to the 34. And knocked down there.
Second nice return we've seen from Worsham there. Brought that one out past the 30-yard line, out to the 33. Good starting position for Bird. You know Coach Bedwell would like to put together some more first downs, take more time off the clock, put some points on the board at the end of the quarter, and really limit how much time they give back to Ocean Lakes.
So the Skyhawks will send Hawkins to the far side of the field, Worsham to the near side, Robertson the deep back. And he gets the carry straight ahead. Robertson breaks free, 50, 45, 4 to the 30, 20, 15, 10, touchdown. Paul Robertson takes one to the house.
Untouched, Andy, untouched. He got to that second level, saw that he had a gap, and he just kicked in the afterburners, and those pink shoes were flying down the sideline. Watch right kick out. The backside guard kicks out, and he's got nothing but green grass, and there's nobody on the Ocean Lake side that's going to run him down. I guess Coach Bedwell would accept that too, as an alternative to 6 first downs in a row and take the rest of the time off the clock.
What a cut by Robertson. Great blocking. Great vision. Ayla on to kick, and the extra point is perfect. Wow.
67 yards, Andy, untouched.
14-10 now. LC Bird answers right back on the first play of their drive. Let's watch it again. Chris, watch this cut right here.
Yep.
Right there. Go on.
Everybody did their job on that play on the blocking assignments of LC Bird, and it was run as if, you know, like they do it in the walkthrough the day before practice, or the day before the game.
This young man has put together quite the season.
I'll tell you, one of the things I love about Robertson, when he gets into the end zone, he turns around, he finds the nearest official, hands him the ball, jogs to the sideline, and thanks his lineman.
Already with 109 yards rushing. That drive summary, one play, 67 yards and 11 seconds. And to hit on your point, Chris, you hand the ball back to the official because you act like you've been there before, right? And it shows great sportsmanship. That's the way it's supposed to be done.
It turns out he has been there before, 31 times before this, that one, just this year alone.
So here's the kickoff now. Sailing over the deep man, and now it's picked up. Running to the far sideline is Brandon. And Brandon stuck at the 11.
He tried. They would probably set up a left return there, and he caught that ball as far right as you could be on the football field. He just couldn't get there. He got cut off, and he tried to cut back, lost his footing, slipped down, and then was touched down by Sean Payne, number 14, the safety for LC Bird.
There's some hitting going on out there on that field.
This is a big boys game right here. These are two physical football teams.
Trips to the right for Harold, one to the far. Fakes the give, now he'll roll. And he tosses it. And a quick tackle made, nothing much there. Pass completed to Corwin Cutler. He's wearing number 3.
I'm not sure who that is then, because Corwin Cutler is on the sidelines on crutches. He's a UVA commit, star quarterback of this team that went down the first week of the playoffs against Granby.
Timeout called by Ocean Lakes. And they'll talk things over with 5:17 to go here in the second quarter. You really think about it, Harold's come in and really played well at quarterback for them to be even in this situation after losing your starter. The Virginia High School League is an alliance of Virginia's public schools that promotes education, leadership, sportsmanship, character, and citizenship for students by establishing and maintaining high standards for school activities and competitions. Visit VHSL.org for more information. Here's the give in the backfield, and this one stopped immediately by the Skyhawks. Quincy Watts on the carry.
And you just see the energy rising on the LC Bird Skyhawks team. Paul Robertson is not just a great running back, but he gives this, they build off of him, his energy. He makes a big play and the whole team rises up. You saw it on the kick coverage, and you've seen it on 2 plays here on defense.
So 3rd down and 10. Harold will set up the screen, but LC Bird all over. Great defense. And they stuff it immediately. Palomore came up to make the tackle.
Justin Palomore, the all-region defensive player of the year, the Central Region. He read that as if he was in the huddle. Maybe he could recognize what those signs said that they hold up on the Ocean Lake sideline, because he was there waiting for that ball. As soon as it arrived, he made the tackle. 4th down here for Ocean Lakes.
So the Dolphins will have to kick it with 4:06 and counting left here in this first half. Deep inside their own territory. And a penalty flag will move them back further.
Now, it's a couple times they've had problems, Ocean Lakes has, getting everybody on the field. They didn't have everybody on the field for an extra point, and now on this punt, caused them 5 yards, pushed them that much deeper, the punter that much deeper into his own end zone.
Darius Hawkins standing at the Ocean Lakes 45. Here's Bowie's kick, and he angles it. It's going to bounce in front of Hawkins. He's got something to work with. Hawkins back to the 40 and drop there. And that's where LC Bird will have it 1st and 10 with the lead, 14-10 over Ocean Lakes.
We're going to have great field position here, Andy, on the plus 40-yard line. Probably see a little bit more of Mr. Robertson this last 3 minutes and 45 seconds in the second quarter. All the momentum in the Skyhawks' favor right now.
Terrence Irvin brings him out of the huddle. I formation again. Here's the give to Robertson. And Robertson this time bottled up at the line of scrimmage. Good defense there by the Dolphins. They were in position immediately. And on the tackle, Gary Felton. Check that. That was Mike Dunstan. So it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Good job.
Robertson, the deep back. Hawkins will split to the far side, Worsham to the near. Approaching 3 minutes left here in this first half of play. Here's Irvin. Drops back to pass. Pump fake. Looking for Hawkins. It's covered. Now he'll run. And Irvin cuts it up 35-30. Still on his feet. Looks like he's close to the first down. What an athletic play there by Irvin. Fred Hendrick is the guy that brought him down.
Well, Irvin needs to thank his personal protector there, Oliver Wright, because he's getting ready to get tackled right here, and Wright just lights up the defensive end, opening up the lane, allowing him to get close to this first down. Got 3rd and about inches here.
Great block. Yeah, we've seen Wright locking face mask guys all night. I formation. Here's the give to Robertson. Robertson's got the first down to the 25. And that'll move the chains with 2:06 left here in this first down.
Coach Bedwell loves the right side of his offensive line. Got Darrell Taylor, number 55. He's only 210 pounds, 6-foot senior at right guard. And then at right tackle, you got Jason Sherland, 255-pound, 6-foot senior as well. He loves to run behind those two guys. Then you put Dorsey over there, he's like another tackle.
Robertson had some problems with his face mask and his chin strap there. They got it worked out. Twins to the near side for Terrence Irvin. He'll give it in the backfield to Robertson, looking for the corner. Can't get there. Great pursuit by Ocean Lakes. And that's going to bring up the long 2nd down. Tackle by Giovanni Simmons.
Johnny Simmons, just a sophomore, 220-pound linebacker, and the colleges love him. He's already got offers from Virginia, Virginia Tech, Old Dominion, just a sophomore. He gets after it there from his inside linebacker position.
So 2nd and 12. And we're under a minute 10 left here in this second quarter. Here's Irvin now. And it gives it up inside to Wright, and Wright barrels forward to the 25. Back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 10 coming up for the Skyhawks. Then it appears they'll take an official's timeout. Looked like an injured Dolphin. Andy Hayes and Chris Barassa with you here. Good to have you alongside for the VHSL Division 6 State Championship game. 14-10 LC Bird. Closing out the second quarter. 3rd and 10. Here's Irvin, play action. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and he doesn't have anywhere to go. Knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Tony Baird came up and got it. And it's 4th and 10. 30 seconds left, just under 30 seconds.
Well, Andy, this would be about a 42-yarder if they decided to try to kick one from here. I was watching him in pregame, and this was about the range that he had. He was making them consistently from about 35 to 40 yards.
Timeout call. So both coaching staffs with an opportunity to talk about this big play here. Close game, two evenly matched teams. And, you know, Chris, we look back at last week with the semifinals and watched both of these games that were played. Kind of knew that was the case coming into this ball game.
Like we talked in the opening, there's so much alike. They've got the same goal, same approach, very physical, both sides of the ball. A lot of athletes trying to get their best athletes the ball in space. And they got quarterbacks that can make plays with both their arms and their legs. And really, I think it just comes down to, turnovers, special team play, inopportune penalties when you have two very evenly matched teams. So far, I would say Coach Bedwell has got to be real pleased with the way his offense has approached the game. They've had some long drives and really have dominated time of possession. On the Ocean Lake side, hey, they've been resilient on defense, and they've done a really good job of taking that momentum early in the game. And they're going to have to try to get a stop here, come back in the second half, and see if they can get that momentum back.
4th and 10, LC Bird will go for it. Here's Irvin, looking for Hawkins. Going to toss it to the end zone, incomplete. Ocean Lakes will take over 1st and 10.
There's a little confusion on that route. Looked like it was supposed to be an out and up, and he pump faked on the out. Hawkins went ahead and cut up field, but then pulled up. There's the pump fake, and then he's trying to lead Hawkins down the field, but got a little disconnect on the pattern there.
TJ Griffin on the coverage in perfect position.
Yeah, TJ Griffin's been seeing the crime a number of times today for this Ocean Lakes defense.
Playing a whale of a game here. That is cornerback spot. All right, 23 seconds to go. Here's Harold now, empty set. Quick toss near side. And something working up the sideline. Cut out to the 45 and knocked out there of LC Bird.
A simple concept on this play. You get it out on the trip side to the wide receiver as quickly as you can. The other two receivers become blockers. And if you can get to the edge, you can pick up a big play. Just change the field position there.
14 seconds on the clock. Here's Harold. Back to pass, tosses down the sideline, caught to the 25. Another first down.
I tell you, they're already in Bowie's field goal range, given what we saw him do earlier. 7 seconds here. They still have another timeout. So we'll see what Coach Scott decides to do. Whether he's going to run another play, try to get in the end zone, or go ahead and set up the field goal.
Just 7 seconds left. So if you run a play, you got to try to get to the sideline quickly.
Or get down if you can't get in the end
down
zone,
quickly,
call
right?
a timeout.
You see Coach Scott talking to his team there. Has done a great job, as has Coach Bedwell.
What you don't want to give up here is a sack, a scramble sack. If you're scrambling, you just want to get rid of the ball, throw it out of bounds if you have to. A scramble sack might take 7 seconds. That's the only play I think they have to worry about.
So they send the offense back out on the field. Ball marked at the 25 of LC Bird. 3 wides to the far side for Harold. Back to pass, under pressure. And down to 1 second, and the clock hits zeros on the scoreboard. That might be the last play of the first half, and I believe it is.
Well, it's just what we were talking about, Andy. Fortunately, he took a 7-second play there with 7 seconds to go.
And so that will keep our score at 14-10. LC Bird leading Ocean Lakes here at the half. And again, we said it, we're heading for a classic. I can feel it.
LC Bird can strike so quickly. You know, it's a 4-point game. You saw just in the last 30 seconds there how quickly they could change the field.
So the two teams heading to the locker room, and they'll talk things over. You got to be pleased if you're both coaches. Let's go down on the field to the third member of our crew, David Little, who's standing by. Go ahead, David.
Thank you, Andy. Coach, you got to be pretty pleased going into the locker room. What do you give as a message going into halftime?
I mean, it's a close game. Great job in the first half. We got 2 more quarters to play, 24 minutes of football. If we can do what we did in the first half, we got a chance to win the football game.
Great job, Coach. Go get them. Good luck in the second half. Thank you very much. Back up to you, Andy.
All right, David. Thank you. All right, come on back with us at the half. Our score. It's LC Bird 14, Ocean Lakes 10.
The 2012 Virginia High School League Football Championships are brought to you by Virginia 529. It's never too early or too late to start saving with Virginia 529. And by the Greenbrier Classic. Greenbrier Classic badges are on sale now. Visit greenbriershopping.com to support the VHSL today.
Oh, she's college material, that's for sure. You think? Oh, look at that nose. 4, maybe 5 years, housing, meal plans, fees. Oh, yeah. That nose says, a bajillion bucks in 18 years.
You get all that from a nose?
She's gonna be expensive.
Be prepared for the tuition monster. Visit Virginia529.com and see why it's the nation's largest 529 college savings plan.
Oh my, that chin has grad school written all over it.
Third down and 3 for the Indians. Oh, the ball came loose. Tiger's going to pick it up. Look at that. Took it back and scored. Whoa, that's unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
Buy a DVD of this or any of the Virginia High School League Championships at VHSLnetwork.com.
Welcome back here to Scott Stadium on the campus of the University of Virginia. We are at the half in the Group AAA Division 6 State Championship. LC Bird leading 14-10 over Ocean Lakes. And the Ocean Lakes band down on the field performing. Let's listen in. We'll have more coverage right after this. Welcome back here at the half. LC Bird leading 14-10 over Ocean Lakes. Andy Hayes here, Chris Barassa, and let's send it down to the field with David Little.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Chris. We're here with our special halftime guest, Scott Ridgely, the marketing director for the Virginia 529 plan. Scott, first off, give us a little bit of idea of the relationship between Virginia 529 and the VHSL.
Sure.
Well, Virginia 529 is proud to be a partner of VHSL. It's about our 4th or 5th year being a partner with the organization. As an organization, we have a task of reaching every single student across the Commonwealth of Virginia. So being affiliated with the VHSL, which reaches all the different schools across the state, really gives us a great opportunity to talk to different families and different individuals across the state, not just in our home base. We're based out of Richmond, but we obviously want to reach folks in Norfolk all the way to Roanoke into the Northern Virginia area. So VHSL, great partner, gives us a great chance to do that.
Great. Now I understand that there's quite a few changes coming up with Virginia 529. Could you give us a little more of an insight on that?
Well, Virginia 529 is a little different this year. We have our prepaid tuition program opened up on December 1st, and we just changed the name up a little bit this year. Instead of Virginia Prepaid Education Program, it's now Virginia 529 Prepaid. We also took it from being offered in 1-year increments to semester increments. We heard from a lot of families that the cost of tuition is getting so expensive that our programs were getting a little bit priced out of what they could afford to pay. So by pulling it back to semesters, it cuts the cost in half and it gives more opportunities for more families to get started. It's only $7,500 to buy a contract for 1 semester as opposed to what it's been in the past, about $14,000. So a lot easier for families to get started and to really start thinking about saving and prepaying for college education.
Great. Now, what is this tuition monster I keep hearing about and we're seeing advertisements for?
Well, Tuition Monster is our new concept that we're introducing. Just started the commercials up, but really what we're trying to do is break down those barriers of families that are afraid or are scared of the thought of saving for college. It is a scary thought. Saving for college is expensive, and there's a lot of other things you have to worry about. But by introducing the Tuition Monster, where it's kind of the elephant in the room, something you always need to be paying attention to and thinking about. My kid's going to school 10 years from now, 12 years from now, whatever it might be. That Tuition Monster is there to help remind you of this is something I got to be thinking about. This is something that I need to be preparing for and planning for ahead of time. So it's a friendly, nice way that we can help remind parents that this is something you need to be thinking about as your kid gets through their school years.
Well, it certainly is a very important part of any parent's savings as they're trying to pay for their children's education. And we definitely appreciate the efforts of Virginia 529 as well as the beautiful, beautiful relationship you have with VHSL.
We say it's never too late or it's never too soon to get started saving for college, whether it's a newborn or you have a 9th grader that's going into high school. It's always a good time to get started. Doesn't matter how old your kid is. So everybody just take a look at our website, virginia529.com, and check out all our programs. It's a great opportunity to save.
Great. Well, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate you being here. We're going to take you back up to the booth. Andy, Chris, coming back up to you.
All right, David, thank you very much. You're now joined at the half by the Director of Development at the Virginia High School League, Hannah Catherine Monroe. And Hannah Catherine, great to have you back. Are you enjoying the day today, Championship Saturday, or what?
We've had beautiful weather. We've had great matchups. There is so much excitement in this stadium. It's just it's a great place to be.
Well, and it's an exciting time for the Virginia High School League as well, celebrating 100 years. Talk about the centennial celebration.
Our centennial celebration starts in a month. So we were originally started in 1913. Many people don't know this, but we started as a debate society. So nearly 100 years ago, the VHSL found its origins, and you're seeing some of those pictures right now from those early days. And that year, we had about 20 schools that participated in the debate competition, and soon thereafter, numerous other literary activities started to form, and athletic contests were added. We added football and track and baseball in the next few years. From 1926 to 1946, the league consolidated its governance under a group of high school principals and changed its name from the Virginia High School Literary and Athletic League to what it is today, the Virginia High School League. And today, the VHSL has grown to nearly 200 student participants. We have 13 boys sports and 14 girls sports, 8 academic activities, over 90 state championships, which will grow again next year with our new classification system to over 120 state championships.
It's going to be an exciting year, no doubt about it. What are some of the things that the schools are doing and the high school league is doing to celebrate this together?
We have schools making announcements every day about this year in such and such a date. So this year, 1946, and then giving their students a little bit of a history lesson every morning. We have many, many different things that are happening throughout the state.
Well, lots of great things going on. Thank you so much for joining us here. And Hannah Catherine, I know you'll be busy over the next year celebrating 100 years. I believe David Little is down on the sideline here with the coach. Go ahead, David, take it away.
Thank you, Andy. We're here again with Coach Scott. Heck of a first half, a lot of hard hitting going on out there. What kind of message did you give your kids here at halftime?
Well, we told them this is what we expected. 14-10, we told them it was going to be a grinder's game. And we got to come out and keep enjoying the grind. We got ourselves here, enjoy the grind, and keep playing physical every single play. And keep grinding and good things will happen if we stay together back to back. That's all we have to do is just keep doing our own individual jobs and continue to play with the grind. We've got to establish that line of scrimmage up front because they've been able to crease us a couple times.
Great. Thank you, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Andy, back up to you.
Thank you, David. And we are at the half with LC Bird leading 14-10 over Ocean Lakes. It started off with a bang. The double pass for a touchdown on the first offensive play of the ball game for the Dolphins. And that gave Ocean Lakes the lead at 7-0. We kind of thought, uh-oh, get your seatbelt on here, Chris Barassa. We're going to be sitting.
I had it on. I just had to tighten it up.
And LC Bird came right back with a great drive. Paul Robertson with the first of 2 touchdowns there in the first half. Lowering his shoulder into the end zone there from a couple yards out. And then a field goal. And Chris,
I tell you, we saw Paul Robertson do everything. We saw him do it with speed, elusiveness, and power. That first touchdown was power, and this one was just all vision and speed. Great blocking by his front line and his fullback. And it takes us 14-10 into the second half.
Our halftime stats are presented by the Virginia 5-2-9 plan. And as you can see there, rushing yardage for LC Bird, 145 on the ground, 132 through the air for Ocean Lakes. What stands out to you, Chris, on the numbers here?
Well, both quarterbacks are throwing the ball well, high completion rates. We've seen success running the ball on LC Bird's side, but really not so much on Ocean Lake side. They've only been able to move the ball passing. If they can't balance that out a little bit, it might be tough for them in the second half.
Time of possession there dominated by the Skyhawks, and they've held on to the football quite a bit in that first half. So we'll step aside for a quick break. We're chasing down the third quarter. When we get back, come on back.
Third down and 3 for the Indians. Oh, the ball came loose. Tiger's going to pick it up. Look at that. Took it back and scored. Whoa, that's unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
Oh, she's college material, that's for sure. You think? Look at that nose. 4, maybe 5 years, housing, meal plans, fees. Oh, yeah. That nose says, a bajillion bucks in 18 years.
You get all that from a nose?
She's gonna be expensive.
Be prepared for the tuition monster. Visit Virginia529.com and see why it's the nation's largest 529 college savings plan.
Oh my, that chin has grad school written all over it.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff. All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/.
And welcome back here to Scott Stadium on the campus of the University of Virginia. The Group AAA Division 6 state championship game here at the half. And we're just getting set for the third quarter. LC Bird leading 14-10. Andy Hayes alongside Chris Barassa. And for those of you out there who would love to buy a DVD of this game, you can buy a championship DVD or any of the VHSL championships online at VHSLnetwork.com. You can click on the green button that says buy and take home a copy of this lifetime memory. And as well, make sure you check out the VHSL Network online at VHSLnetwork.com for all the state championships. You can see highlights and full game replays. Again, VHSLnetwork.com. And with that, We invite you to sit tight because I think the second half, Chris, I know you feel this way, is going to be an exciting one. Both of these teams evenly matched and have the potential here to entertain us for a couple more quarters.
It'll be interesting to see what type of adjustments Coach Scott makes, both offensively and defensively. He's kind of contained Robertson for the most part. A couple of big plays, the one big 67-yard touchdown run. So, you know, they may need to make some adjustments there because I got to believe LC Bird is going to keep pounding the ball to Robertson if they continue to have the lead.
So LC Bird will receive to start the second half. Ocean Lakes will kick it and play defense. Let's join David Little back down on the sideline. Go ahead, David.
Thank you, Andy. Hey, one of the things to keep an eye on, Gary Larson, the tight end for LC Bird, caught a couple passes, but watch him on the run. He's a devastating run blocker. He's doing a great job of getting the ends for LC Bird and creating some of those lanes for Robertson.
All righty, thank you, David. As you can see, Tyler Bowie has it teed up, and we're just about ready to roll. Ocean Lakes set to kick it deep. And this is a line drive kick that goes out of the back of the end zone, but they'll call the play dead before we get going here. Penalty flag down, looked like offside against the Dolphins.
Well, prior to the kick, they brought everybody but one of their cover guys to the right side of the field. Bowie had it teed up on the right side of the field and looks like he was going to try to kick it to the right side of the field, and they were going to overload that side. And fortunately for Ocean Lakes, they just got going upfield a little bit too soon, and offside was called immediately. The play was blown dead and tried again from the 35.
So Bowie will have another shot. All of the Skyhawks are standing at about the 15-yard line. But Bowie just showed us on that kick there. He's got plenty of leg to boot this through the end zone. We'll see if he does that again. And a kick, another good, strong kick from Bowie. It's fielded at the 5-yard line. Running right, this one got something for the Skyhawks, and it's tripped up out there. Lionel Williams almost one tackler away.
You see it here. They set up a right return. He gets out to the hash marks there, and it looks like he's got a lane, and just a ankle tackle there by number 10.
Jason Lewis. So 1st and 10 here for the Skyhawks. I formation. Twins to the near side. And Robertson on the carry. Breaks the tackle at the 44 and hit hard. Knocked backwards there after a couple yards. Robertson already with 2 touchdowns in this game. Electrified the crowd on a 67-yarder.
Go Dolphins!
As we see the cheerleaders having fun down there. It's a great day for everybody.
Hi, Mom!
Always got to say hi, Mom, right, Chris?
Yeah, Giovanni Simmons, sophomore, makes another big tackle there on 1st down.
2nd and 7. Irvin will give it again to Robertson. Couple yards out to the 45. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 yards.
Tony Baird on the tackle, brought him down there and set the first 3rd down situation here for LC Bird in the second half. You know that Coach Bedwell would like to sustain a drive, take some time off the clock, change the field position, which they really kind of already have done with the opening kickoff, how far they brought it out.
Good look at that big offensive line for LC Bird. Big splits here for the Skyhawks. There's Irvin back to pass. He's going to toss it across the middle, and it's incomplete. Looking for Hawkins. And the ball a little bit behind it. That'll bring up 4th down. And LC Bird will punt it. So Coach Scott's defense came out, got a 3 and out.
See it right here, max protect. Both the tight end and 2 running backs stay in to block. It's like you could have made the connection there, just threw it a little bit behind him. Trayvon Brandon on the coverage there again.
There's the punt. Worsham gets it away. And it drops down at the 17-yard line. Penalty flag comes out. Looked like a possible face mask.
That was Payne on the tackle. Sean Payne got downfield, made the tackle. They may have called face mask on that one.
Dessenberg was the returner. And it is a face mask against L.C. Berg.
And they've really done a good job containing Dessenberg today. You know, he was the one that threw the double pass for the touchdown, but from his wide receiver position and his return, he's the primary return man. They've really contained him pretty well.
It's a 5-yard face mask penalty, so not the personal foul kind. It's only 5 yards. Ball marked at the 20. Here's Harold back to pass. Tosses near sideline, incomplete. A little bit too high. We did get a clarification. Chris, you were right. The gentleman wearing number 3 out there is actually Jason Lewis. So that is not Cutler, who was injured a few weeks back. And so Jason Lewis wearing his number here tonight. Second down and 10. Handoff in the backfield past the 20 to the 21.
It's a read option play they ran there. They don't block the backside defensive end, Jay Anderson in this case, and he just collapses down the line of scrimmage and makes the tackle at the line. If he's going to keep doing that, Churchy Harold's going to have to pull that ball and run it.
3rd and 7. There's Harold. He takes off. He gets out to the 27. He's shy of the first down. Takes a big lick out there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. It's short.
Sending the punt team out.
And guess who?
Brandon
Walker. He's come up big here this afternoon on several occasions. Big tackle. So Hawkins will drop back to his own 44. Bowie out to kick it. End over end kick. It's going to bounce at the 44. Hawkins picks it up. Dangerous play right there. And nearly had a problem. Sean Payne actually the man to pull that one in. Walters was a defender that was right on him. How many times have we seen that play turn disastrous, Chris, throughout the year, right? That ball bouncing and
good coverage by Walters there. It's kind of, you know, you see return guys do that when they're in open field a lot, but it's kind of risky there when you got the gunner right in your face.
So the Skyhawks back on offense. Just under 9 minutes here in the 3rd quarter left. Here's Robertson bouncing to the sideline, picks up a yard, and that's about it. So based on my observation, the adjustments coming out of the half pretty good so far for this Ocean Lakes defense.
Yeah, both defenses come out playing well, limiting the other team. And here we see Roberts trying to get up inside. He bounces it out, and then
Trayvon Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon, you can see why NC North Carolina A&T likes him. He's committed to them. He comes up from that cornerback in position and tackles you like he's a linebacker.
Oliver Wright, the fullback, has to come off the field for a play. So a quick substitution. They'll send on Darius Gillis. So 2nd and 9. Here's Irvin under center. He'll pitch it to Robertson. Sweet play, running near side. And he's corralled by the Dolphins at the 37. Nothing doing.
Too much speed, too much pursuit. Great job by Walters to slow that play up and allow the inside pursuit to get there. And really not much there for Robertson on that play.
For all the state championships, make sure you check out VHSLnetwork.com. Highlights and full game replays available again at VHSLnetwork.com. 3rd down and 9.
It's like they're going 4 wide for the first time tonight with Urban out of the gun.
He's got 3 to his right. Here's Urban rolling that way. Tosses short and a big hit. Incomplete. Payne the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
Boy, Walters all over the field. Him and Brandon really coming up. We see the roll right here to get away from the pressure. Delivers the ball to Payne. He's not able to make the catch, but even if he did, he was going to get tackled right away. And Walters for no gain, or not enough for the first down at least.
So a little defense here to start this second half for both sides. Dessenberg back to receive. Here's the kick. It's low and bouncing inside the 40 down to the 39 of Ocean Lakes. Let's take it down to David Little for an interview with a special guest. Go ahead, David.
Hi, I'm here with VHSL Executive Director Ken Tilley. Ken, big changes coming up for VHSL reclassification. Did you give our viewers at home a little idea what that's going to entail?
Absolutely. We're going from 3 classes to 6 classes next year. So there, instead of about 90 championships, there will be about 150. Football, for example, will be seeded. So the 16 team will play at number 1, 15 at 2, and so forth.
Great, Ken. Thank you very much. Back up to you, Andy.
All right. And that play right there. We'll send it back down here to David in a moment. That running play out to the sideline, picked up about 8 yards. Harold out of the shotgun. On 2nd and short. Here's Lewis. First and 10 for the Dolphins. Here's Harold. Hands it off in the backfield. Lewis running left. Makes a move, and Walker's got him after a yard gain.
Boy, Lewis, just sophomore. He's big, 6'3", 220. Quite a change up from Brandon Simmons.
Let's send it back down to David Little. Go ahead, David.
Thank you, Andy. Ken, we also have VHSL Network, another big change, but very exciting one for you.
No question about it. It's something we're thrilled about because fans all across the state, all across the country for that matter, will see so many championship sports. Play On Sports is such a terrific partner. The professionalism, we're looking forward to it.
Great.
Continue the great relationship.
Great. Thank you very much, Ken. Appreciate it. Back to you, Andy.
Big run right there. And again, make sure you check out the VHSL Network at VHSLnetwork.com. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. Handoff. Lewis again. And this time he's got about 7 inside of the 22-yard line. Check that, Simmons. So we're seeing a nice little blend here of different runners on this drive. Chris Barrasso, they're mixing it up.
Yeah, we've seen today. We've seen Bobo, we've seen Simmons, we've seen Lewis now, and this drive featuring Lewis quite a bit.
Handoff straight up the middle. Penalty flag thrown. (14-10) our score. Gordon Bobo was the man carrying the football for Ocean Lakes.
And again, this drive, the Dolphins really moved the ball effectively on the ground. They had the one drive in the first half where they were able to move the ball on the ground. That was the only time up to this point in the game they've had any success on the ground. Now they've moved it down well into territory of LC Bird, even in field goal range here. Got to overcome this penalty.
2nd down carry. Take it down to the 23-yard line. And that'll bring up a 3rd and short. Bobo again on the carry.
Coach Scott sees something here inside that he is exploiting in this drive, because if you can get around these penalties, they've been able to move the ball between the tackles against L.C. Bird effectively on this drive.
Another penalty. Flag was thrown. And it's going to be against Ocean Lakes, an illegal shift. So that moves it backwards. Second down and long. Twins to the near side for Harold. And he'll give it off again. Straight ahead, running inside of the 25. And stop there, but as you said, as Bobo carries that one, they're finding something here in this running game. It's 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, we've seen all 3 of their running backs in this drive shuttling them in. They're running plays quick, trying to wear down the defensive line of Bird.
There's Harold back to pass, looking to the sideline, and it's incomplete. Good coverage on the far sideline. Check that. And that was Lionel Williams.
Another penalty, Andy. Like a legal motion. It's going to take it back another 5 yards if they choose to accept it. And they're going to decline it. They set up a 4th down here, 4th and 7. Looks like they're bringing the field goal unit out.
So Tyler Bowie will get a chance. And it's going to be about a 42-yard field goal. There's the snap, hold down, and the kick is up. And it is no good. Wide left. So a big stand for L.C. Bird.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Bird stopped them as much as their own penalties stopped them there. They had 4 penalties inside of the 30-yard line. The last one left them in a situation where they had to attempt a 42-yard field goal. As you said, Bowie just pulled it a little bit to the left. That's a win for L.C. Bird.
So 1st and 10 for the Skyhawks with the lead, and 4:37 to go in the 3rd. One wide receiver to the right for Terrence Irvin. And the ball's on the ground. He picks it up. He had a problem with the snap. I'll bring up 2nd and long.
It's just pulling out, bobbles the ball, and ends up having to fall on it. Dangerous to give the ball back to Ocean Lakes, deep in their territory here. It's fortunate that Irvin was able to retrieve that.
Worsham split out to the right. I formation behind Irvin. And here's Robertson. Stutter step up to the 25. And he's got about 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and long.
There are L.C. Bird blockers downfield, driving the defenders to the very end of the play, to the whistle. Tony Baird makes another tackle for Ocean Lakes there on Robertson. Again, setting them up. I think we've said this, every series. 3rd and long. Another one. Defenses are playing very well on 1st and 2nd down.
So 2 wideouts now as the crowd comes to their feet. Here's Irvin, back to pass. Under pressure. Throws it across the middle, and it's nearly picked off. Incomplete.
Again, 3rd and long. Ocean Lakes brings extra pressure off the edge. Irvin has to step up. Here we see it. Again, it's max protect, but the pressure on the outside, he steps up, drills it over the middle. Like Dessenberg on the coverage there, not able to connect with Worsham on 3rd down.
Trying to squeeze it in there. Yeah. Here's the punt, and it's a low kick, bouncing at the 46 of Ocean Lakes, and it will roll down inside to the 29. So a big opportunity here for Ocean Lakes. It's never too early or too late to start saving with the Virginia 529 plan. Use promo code PREPAID at virginia529.com to waive the $25 application fee on all accounts. Again, that's virginia529.com. I got to check that out with my two little guys, man. Start planning for college. Quick toss near side, and it's nearly picked off by Brandon Walker. And he had 6 if he could have hauled it in.
Brandon Walker is a playmaker. He recognized this immediately. Takes a little bit longer to get out there because they do the play fake first. And Walker jumps right in the passing lane. Isn't able to bring it in, but if he would have, he'd be dancing in the end zone right now.
Second down and 10. Handoff. This one goes for nothing. Great defense by the Skyhawks.
Andy, we talk about coaches making adjustments all the time, but smart football players do as well. And Brandon Walker, he recognized that play, the situation, and he jumped that route. He made an adjustment.
Big hit right here. Excellent defense coming down the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long now. Here's Harold rolling to his left. Looking for it all down the corner, and it's caught. First down, Dolphins. What a catch on the far sideline by Mike Alston.
Mike Alston just sprinted through that ball. He's rolling to his off arm. This is a tough throw, and he laid it right where he needed to. Wasn't that badly covered, but Alston just runs through the pass, makes a diving catch. It's what Ocean Lakes Dolphins needed.
1st and 10. Harold in the shotgun, empty set, 4 wides to the near side. He pump fakes, throwing to the sideline. And this one somehow is caught. No, they say incomplete. Dessenberg almost pulled it in.
It's just out of bounds and came down. What a throw, though, by Harold. He put it right there so Dessenberg can make a play on it. Gets hit right when the ball's released. Williams got pretty good coverage right here. Dessenberg goes up. Yep. Both feet land on the white line. Great call by the official.
Crowd didn't like that for Ocean Lakes.
Well,
it was a very good call. Here's the handoff. Straight up the middle. Good gain on 2nd down and 10. Great camera work by our crew. They've done a great job all day helping to bring these championship games to you. We appreciate their efforts. Penalty flag flies. And it's a false start against Ocean Lakes. And again, Chris, I mean, they were just down here a couple minutes ago, and penalties start knocking them backward.
As soon as they get inside LC Bird's 30-yard line, they've just had a plethora of penalties that keep pushing them back. They keep getting positive yardage, and it's tough to overcome them when there's so many of them.
So 3rd down and 10 here for Ocean Lakes. Here's Harold now. Running to the near side. He's going to be corralled immediately at the 40. And dropped right there.
Jay Anderson, the defensive end, he saw that Harold was trying to step up to run that. Just cuts inside, makes the tackle. Nice form tackle here by Anderson.
And look at them, they're already back to the 38. So a great defensive stand again with a little help from the Dolphins. And it's 4th and 15.
Bend but don't break defense in the second half for the Skyhawks.
There's Bowie's kick. And this one's going to drop at the 15 and roll all the way to the 1. Tyler Bowie. putting it on the nose perfectly. Inside of the 1 yard line.
Now it's time for the Dolphins defense to step up. If they can, obviously, if they can create a turnover here, that would be fantastic for them. But if they can just get a stop, they're going to get great field position again to start a drive to try to come back and take the lead here.
Under 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. LC Bird backed up on their own 1. Terrence Irvin, the quarterback. With a full house backfield, and he'll hand it off to Robertson. Robertson breaking through the line past the 10. Robertson to the 12. And he's got a first down. A little extracurricular activity. Don't need that, fellas.
Officials and coaches right in there to try to break that up.
Close ball game. Got to keep your composure.
Well, we're almost to the end of the third quarter. Maybe a good time to take a break, get these guys cooled down a little bit, get them a drink of water, and start this fourth quarter just focused on football.
Personal foul against Ocean Lakes, and also against LC Bird.
Yeah, that should be after the play, though, Andy. So that run by Robertson should hold, and they will have a first down out around the 12.
Did you see Coach Bedwell across the way getting an explanation? Andy Hayes alongside Chris Barassa. David Little down on the field. Division 6 state championship game. Close one, 14-10, and we're just chasing down the fourth quarter. Again, the one thing you got to love if you're LC Bird is you're backed up on your 1. You feel comfortable handing the ball to Robertson. You feel like he can get you out of that jam. And he did right there on that nice carry.
They ran it to the right behind Taylor and Sherlin, which they've been doing all day with success.
So it will be a 1st and 10 for LC Bird. And the ball will be marked just inside the 15-yard line. Again, jumbo backfield. Robertson, the deep back, he's got the carry, running around the right end. And he takes it out to the 18-yard line. So second down at about 7 coming up.
As usual, Sherlin 6 yards downfield, blocking a Dolphin defender.
And that'll do it for the third quarter of action. Don't go anywhere. Quarter number 4 is coming up. 14-10, the Skyhawks lead it. We're gonna crown a champion right around the corner.
The 2012 Virginia High School League Football Championships are brought to you by Virginia 529. It's never too early or too late to start saving with Virginia 529. And by the Greenbrier Classic. Greenbrier Classic badges are on sale now. Visit greenbriershopping.com to support the VHSL today.
Oh, she's college material, that's for sure. You think? Look at that nose. 4, maybe 5 years, housing, meal plans, fees. Oh, yeah. That nose says, a bajillion bucks in 18 years.
You get all that from a nose?
She's gonna be expensive.
Be prepared for the tuition monster. Visit Virginia529.com and see why it's the nation's largest 529 college savings plan.
Oh my, that chin has grad school written all over it.
Third down and 3 for the Indians. Oh, the ball came loose. Tiger's going to pick it up. Look at that. Took it back and scored. Whoa, that's unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
one match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
Buy a DVD of this or any of the Virginia High School League Championships at VHSLnetwork.com.
Welcome back here to quarter number 4 in the 2012 Group AAA Division 6 Championship game. Andy Hayes alongside Chris Barassa, LC Bird leading 14-10 over Ocean Lakes, and they've got the football. Second down and 6 from their own 18-yard line. And a false start penalty against the Skyhawks. Chris, this is anybody's game right now.
It looks like Coach Bedwell's just decided we're going to come out, 2 tight ends, power I formation, and we're just going to run the ball and see if you can stop us in the fourth quarter.
So that penalty will make it second down and 11. Ball mark just inside the 13-yard line. Jumbo backfield again. Robertson, the deep back. He'll take the ball from Irvin. And he's stopped for a moment. Now cuts free. He's out to the 18 and leans forward to the 19-yard line. How did he get out of that tackle right there?
I tell you, there was like about 9 Dolphins that had a shot at him, and somehow he picks up some positive yardage there before Noddy makes the tackle on him, brings him down by his ankles, and he could have actually picked up a first down if Noddy doesn't make that play.
Every time you see Robertson grab the football from Irvin, if you're wearing yellow, you're holding your breath. I mean, because if he gets out of that pile, he's got the speed to go.
I mean, that play looks like it's a 3-yard loss, and he ends up getting some positive yardage out of it.
3rd and 5. Shotgun for Irvin and 4 wides. Back to pass, setting up the screen, and it's read perfectly. Knocked down immediately. And that was Walters who came up and sniffed it out.
Well, Irvin gets so much depth here out of the gun, it almost has to be a screen. And Walters reads it, gets off the block, and makes the tackle there with help from a couple of other Dolphin defenders.
So now 4th down and a long 7, and Ocean Lakes stands to get the ball back with pretty good field position. Here's the punt. And it's going to bounce at the 49 and roll. Takes an LC Bird bounce and is going to stop at the 34. So a break there for the Skyhawks and a great punt.
Well, that's a great result for the Skyhawks, considering that they started that drive inside the 2, almost the 1-yard line. And
let's send it down to David Little on the sideline. Go ahead, David.
Thank you, Andy. We're here with Lisa Giles, the Director of Activities for the VHSL and the Student Action Team. Could you please give us a little overview about the mission of the Student Action Team?
The Student Action Team is a group of 12 students from across the state of Virginia, one representing each of the VHSL regions. We have 7 of them here with us today, and their focus is leadership and citizenship.
Great, and I understand that there's going to be a student leader conference coming up sometime in the spring, and you guys are going to be running some workshops. Could you give us your name and the school you're from and tell us a little bit about your focus?
No problem. My name is Winter Warren, and I go to Charlottesville High School. The workshop that I'm working on is student administrative relationships, and basically that's just going to promote a sort of communication between the students and the administrators and the faculty of the school so that they can have more success and promote leadership and different things within the school.
Great, okay. And over here?
I'm Umberto Zarco. I go to Potomac Senior High School, and my workshop will be on freshman mentoring, essentially upperclassmen giving advice to underclassmen, incoming upperclassmen, or underclassmen, so they can have the most successful high school experience possible.
Great, and then we're going to go back over here. Tell us a little bit more about the Student Leader Conference and what it all entails.
The Student Leader Conference is just getting other leaders from all the different schools, not just the VHSL leaders or athletic leaders, and just teaching them to spread leadership and citizenship about their school in other ways, not just athleticism.
Great. Well, congratulations to all of you. Lisa Giles, thanks for being with us. Students, back to you, Andy.
All right, thank you, David. We got a 3rd down and 5 coming up here for Ocean Lakes. They've got the football on their own 39-yard line. Harold in the shotgun now will roll this way. Has to tuck it, and now we'll throw it to the sideline, but he's out of bounds. And that one will bring up 4th down. Dessenberg, the intended receiver.
That was well defended by Walker underneath. There really was just nowhere to go with that ball. He's trying to hit Dessenberg early. He's not open. He continues to roll. And Walker's right in the passing lane, deflects the ball. By the time it gets to Dessenberg, he's out of bounds.
And there's that guy again, Brandon Walker. Every time LC Bird has needed a play defensively, number 7, Brandon Walker has been there. So 4th and 5. Bowie on to punt it away. End over end kick. Yeah, this one will roll inside the 20 down to the 16 and a little further than that. They'll mark it down at the 14-yard line of LC Bird. The time is on the side of the Skyhawks right now. They can put a drive together here. It's going to be awful tough for Ocean Lakes.
Well, this has just been a slugfest in the second half. Both teams have moved the ball a little bit, in the middle of the field, but once they get, inside the opponent's territory, they've really stalled. Combination of good, stout defense and, unfortunately for the offenses, some penalties.
Terrence Irvin, the quarterback here for LC Bird, sends out a couple wide receivers to his left. Then an odd formation in behind him. Robertson will get the carry. Breaks through the first line and then leans forward out to the 17-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8. And that's McGill making the tackle. And he's been all over the field today in the run game.
See why Maryland likes him. Like to put him up there in the ACC and eventually Big Ten,
That's
I guess.
Right. A wide out to either side here for Irvin. He'll drop back to pass. Tossing it. Looking at for Hawkins, and he can't get it to him. Penalty flag comes down.
Trayvon Brandon right there with him on the cut. Great coverage. Just straight drop back here. Both backs in to protect. Steps and throws just a little bit high, but good coverage by Trayvon Brandon right there.
So we'll see what the call is here, trying to get it all figured out at the 8:27 mark here in the 4th quarter. Last football game of 2012. It's been a great season. Always fun to come here to the University of Virginia to call these championship games and watch the kids play for that trophy. Great memories. 3rd and 7. The Dolphin fans come to their feet. There's Irvin now, and he'll hand it to Robertson. Backside counter out to the 20 and to the 21, but he's shy of the 1st down. Good tackle here.
There's Brandon Hendricks running him, but he gets past him, but he doesn't give up on the play, and he pursues it from behind, makes the tackle, prevents the 1st down.
So LC Bird will have to punt.
Just a defensive struggle going on in this second half, this Division VI state championship game.
Good snap, and the kick is away. It's a low kick, and it's going to bounce at the 50-yard line. So Ocean Lakes with great field position. They've got the football with 7:38 to go. We had a chance to catch up with Coach Bedwell and ask him what he enjoys most about coaching these young guys.
I mean, just the contact you have with young men and trying to, help shape their lives and mold them and, get them to make good decisions and see you as a role model. And, those are the things that are rewarding. A kid comes back to you 10 years from now and says, Coach, I remember that state championship game, but I also remember you helping me, get into college and become the man that I am today. Those are the things that you look forward to. Now, don't get me wrong. We want to win just as much as anybody, and we're hoping to do that today. But, those are the things that really make coaching special. You're able to get the young men that some people aren't.
That's a great point. It's about more than football. And that's what he was talking about there. Brandon Simmons on a nice run. Takes it up to the 40-yard line of the Skyhawks. Handoff again. Running left. Simmons makes a move. He's inside the 30 to the 29.
Simmons just rattled off 2 first downs on back-to-back plays. Runs of 10 yards and 12 yards. Setting them up very well here inside the 30-yard line. This is when the drives have been slowing down. See Sean Payne making the tackle there from the safety position. Let's see if Ocean Lakes can finish a drive here inside the 30.
Harold out of the pistol now, hands it again. Simmons, this time corralled by Brandon Walker. And he loses a half a yard.
I tell you what, if I'm putting together a defense and I have a chance to put Brandon Walker on that outside linebacker position, I'm doing it because he can cover downfield and he can make tackles in the backfield. He comes up and just takes the legs out from Simmons. Once he gets a hold of you, you're not getting away from him. He's played outstanding.
Yes,
outstanding
he has.
Football, both last week against Oakton and this week in the state championship game.
Second down and a long 10. Pistol formation. Harold has the snap, now hands it again. This one going backwards.
That's Jay Anderson. Again. Jay Anderson says, look, you're not running in my gap. He takes a blocker on his back, drives him into the backfield. He's getting held, and he drives Simmons on his backside. What a play by Jay Anderson.
He was being held.
Stay out of my neighborhood. That's what Mr. Anderson's saying right now.
That's called gap responsibility. 3rd and 11. There's Harold back to pass. Pressure coming. He lofts it up to the corner. Incomplete. Almost.
Harold's pass incomplete.
Austin almost had a diving catch.
Boy, that was a nice throw by Churchy Harold. He lays it out there where only Alston can get to it. He's got pretty good coverage there with him, but if his arms are 2 inches longer, he might be able to bring that one in.
You've heard it said before, it's a game of inches. That was close. 4th down and timeout will be called by LC Bird. Big play in this game. 5:58 to go with a 4-point
That's just
lead.
Bird's first
LC
time
Bird.
out.
We'll talk about it. And we'll get a chance to talk to Chris Scott here about what he enjoys most about coaching his young guys.
What is it that you enjoy about coaching?
Most importantly is serving others. You got to give back somehow, and I think that you can help young men achieve their dreams. Platform football is a motivational tool, but you really teach them so many more lessons about off the field and how to handle family situations and the schoolwork. So I love being able to help others, and Mrs. Askew's put me in that position as the head football coach, and I take it very seriously and with great honor.
You know, it never amazes me, Chris, the quality of people we see here in these championship games. Coach Scott, Coach Bedwell, 2 of the classiest guys out there. And great leaders of young men. Big play, 4th and 11. Here's Harold. Back to pass, gonna tuck it, and he's sacked. Ball's loose. And it's going to be LC Bird football either way.
That's Mr. Jay Anderson again, getting pressure on Harold. Watch him come off the edge here. He swims underneath and just pursues down the line. Harold's got nowhere to go. The ball bounces out. It's recovered by number 37, Mike Harris.
Great coverage as well. You saw there Harold had to bring the ball down. He wanted to get rid of it sooner. And the coverage back there forced him to hang on a little bit too long. So 1st and 10 for LC Bird. They're 5:51 away from a state title. They lead it by 4. There's Irvin. They hand it to Robertson, and he's corralled and somehow gets away. Then tackled behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of 1, and a penalty flag. Down on the field, it's going to be holding against the Skyhawks. Mike Dunstan up to make the tackle for Ocean Lakes.
Andy, the difference in this game really is the LC Bird defense. You know, Ocean Lakes has averaged over 40 points a game through the playoffs. And other than that trick play to start the game, they've held them to just 3 points. And we've got less than 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Nobody has done that to Ocean Lakes this year.
It's a spot foul penalty, and it moves it back to the 20-yard line of LC Bird. So it's 1st and 26. There's the give to Robertson. Trying to bounce it, and they take it away. Big hit on the sideline. And he only gets a couple. I'll tell you one thing. Ocean Lakes has been bringing the hats today on defense.
Robertson just jumps up, walks back to the huddle. Let's run the next play. He's got a great demeanor. He just cuts it upfield, and he gets leveled there by number 7, Trayvon Brandon. He's going to North Carolina A&T, going to be an Aggie.
Clock winding down, 4:50 to go in the state championship game. 2nd down at 24. There's Irvin back to pass. Throwing it across the middle, and it's intercepted. Here come the Dolphins inside of the 29. And they have something working. Javani Simmons stepped in front of Terrence Irvin's pass and hauled it in. And there is a penalty flag down.
Boy, great job by Simmons, the middle linebacker, just a sophomore, recognizes the pass, drops into coverage, sees the crossing pattern, stays in his zone, goes up, gets the ball at the highest point, and now he's a running back.
The penalty flag was thrown on the far side of the field. And it's a block in the back on the return. So that'll take the football, it appears, back to the 39 of LC Bird, but a golden opportunity.
Well, you know, Ocean Lakes has played much of the second half in Bird's territory.
There's Harold. He hands it straight up the middle. And this one goes for a gain of 6, but hold on. Penalty flag down again. Simmons, the ball carrier, had a good lane to run through right from the start. Well, that's going against Ocean Lakes. False start penalty. If you'd like to order a copy of this game on DVD, you can do so by visiting VHSLnetwork.com and click on the green buy button to take home your own lifetime memory. And this one's heading towards an instant classic. It'll be worth it. Again, VHSLnetwork.com. And it's bad snap. Caught Harold off guard for a moment, and he wisely jumped right on it. Well, that's a costly mistake there. And now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, starting to say, Andy, what good field position Ocean Lakes has had in the second half. They just haven't been able to convert, and it's a combination of great defense by Bird and just unforced errors on their side.
Harold will give it up inside. Brandon Walker right there to knock down the ball carrier. Right back at the line of scrimmage. Walker has been a man playing with boys today. Huge 3rd down here with 3:23 to go. in this ball game. I call it 3rd and 17. Confusion here for Ocean Lakes, and they got to burn a timeout. And they're not happy about it on the sideline. Had some confusion personnel-wise on who they wanted in. Actually, they're going to say they did not get the timeout call. It's going to be a delay of game penalty.
Well, Andy, 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. And probably this and one more possession.
Here's Harold back to pass. Looking down the left sideline, penalty flag comes out. And that might be a pass interference call. We'll have to wait and see. Alston has been at the center of a lot of big plays down the field today for Ocean Lakes. And here's another one. And it is pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, Hawkins is running with him down the sideline. I think he gets an arm bar out in front of him. Just slows down Alston, and they're just going to call that every time. Unfortunate given the situation for Bird. It was 3rd and forever to give him an automatic first down on the pass interference back inside the 40-yard line of Bird with 3 minutes to go.
Pistol formation for Harold, and he'll give it in the backfield. Simmons has got it, bouncing it near side, makes a cut, 25, 22, inside of the 19.
Simmons is really running well on this drive. Brandon Simmons just taking over in the backfield. They were running by committee in the third quarter. Well, Simmons is getting all the snaps here in the fourth because he's running hard, picking up big yardage.
Great blocking, too. There's Simmons again. Shakes the tackler. Now he's inside of the 16.
Jay Anderson got penetration, had a chance to get him in the backfield and wasn't able to get him to the ground. He spins out of it, picks up 3 yards, makes a negative play into a positive.
.223 and counting left. And a false start penalty on 2nd down and 7. Harold was trying to move the formation some, and they jumped off early.
Yeah, he went up to say something to the line, and when one of the linemen heard the sound, they fired out. 2nd and 12 now.
2 wide receivers to the near side. Here's Simmons straight up the middle. Got it to the 18. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and long. Call it 9. Field goal does not help you here. Got to score a touchdown.
Andy, we're in that situation that all these kids growing up played for and continued to work out and work hard in the offseason. They got a chance to win a state championship game in the last 2 minutes.
There's Harold now. Hands it to Simmons, and Simmons fighting forward. He's close to the first down, his second effort. It all depends on the spot.
He got an escort from one of the offensive linemen there for Ocean Lakes. Pulled him forward.
It's going to be 4th and 1.
Here we go.
Play of the game right here. Everybody to their feet. Harold hands it. Simmons is upended by Walker.
Where's the spot? I tell you, Walker fired in there, cut his legs out, and I think he landed before the 10. I think it's going to be Bird ball.
Oh my goodness, what a defensive play that was.
Brandon Walker comes flying in off the edge. Supposed to get cracked on. They don't block him. He doesn't let them block him. And he makes the play that may win a state championship for the first time for LC Bird.
Wow.
Now, Ocean Lakes does have 3 timeouts. If they can get 3 stops here and prevent a first down, call a timeout after each play, they do have a chance to get the ball back. Boy, Brendan Walker, he's been bringing it in the playoffs.
The senior.
The way he plays at Scott Stadium, maybe Coach London might want to take a look.
There's Robertson now. Robertson on the carry, and he finds some open running room past the 20, 21, and he's got a first down for LC Bird.
I tell you, one first down, just that alone, Andy, helps them here. They're still in a situation where they've only got 2 timeouts. LC Bird can take a knee 3 times, but they can't run the clock out.
Timeout called by Ocean Lakes quickly by Coach Scott. You're right. Not looking good here for Ocean Lakes. They're running out of time. And Paul Robertson may have just sealed it with that first down run.
Well, Paul Robertson, he's been the leader on this offense like he's been throughout the playoffs for LC Bird. And Brendan Walker and Jay Anderson, both of those guys have really stepped up, made numerous plays behind the line, and Walker's been making defensive plays in coverage as well.
The LC Bird crowd is standing all the way on the other side. 1st and 10, here's Irvin. He'll hand it to Robertson. Straight ahead, Robertson breaking free. First down again. Penalty flag comes down. Paul Robertson. Watch this run. This is just effort right here. Great blocking.
He's got big guys hanging on him at the line of scrimmage, and he just refuses to go down until he hits a first down. You just can't say enough about this young man. Hope he gets an opportunity to play somewhere on Saturdays next year, because he's got a heart of a champion, and his running well over 1,100 yards in the playoffs, and this is 4th game. That's more than a season for most starting tailbacks.
Personal foul, face mask penalty added on to the end of that run.
Well, let's start the clock running here. They've only got 2 timeouts left. Now they can't run it out. If they can take a knee 3 times without fumbling, Chesterfield, Virginia is going to welcome home a state champion tonight.
The
LC Bird High School
region. The Central region is going to, as it appears, have the state champion.
Well, we talked about it from the beginning, that 2 evenly matched teams, 2 teams that like to play power football but also had the ability to throw the ball. And it's the defenses that we highlighted that gave up less than 6 points a game during the regular season. LC Bird so far had a little bit better of it on the defensive side.
Victory formation. And Irvin takes a knee. That will prompt the last timeout that Ocean Lakes has. Penalty flags come flying, as there's a little scuffle out there. I'll tell you one thing. You have to be impressed with that big offensive line for LC Bird. I mean, Chris, they started back inside their 20, and they needed to get just 1 first down. They've picked up 2 or 3 here to close this thing down.
Well, Andy, they're big, but they're not nearly as big as the defensive line in Ocean Lakes. You know, they're using technique, they're using skill, they're using heart and desire to move the ball downfield. Unfortunately, on this last play, you know, these Ocean Lakes players disappointed. They recognize that their season's over. Lost to calm a little bit, but Coach Scott got them off the field. Referees handling the situation, and we should be able to run one more play here, finish this game up.
So LC Bird looking to keep their record perfect with 1 more snap. And their fans know it. This one's going to be moved all the way inside to the 9-yard line. Multiple penalties on the Dolphins at the end of that play. And what must be going through the mind of Coach Bedwell right now? He just wants to get this snap over with.
Well, when the season started, most people didn't think they were even the top 1 or 2 teams in Central Region. Hermitage was the #1 team in the state for a good while, and they beat Hermitage in the playoffs.
And Irvin takes a knee. And that should do it.
Wow.
L.C. Bird.
Fantastic season, 14-0.
And they storm the field. The Skyhawks are the champs of Division 6 Group AAA football. Congratulations. What an impressive team.
Great team effort. Led by Robertson on the offensive side of the ball. Walker on the defensive side of the ball, but everybody made plays for this team. And I tell you, the Dolphins had a great season as well. I mean, running through the Eastern region, you come out of the Eastern region, you are a fantastic football team in Division 6 level. And congratulations to them as well, state runner-up.
What a great football game. 14-10, our final score, as both teams shake hands. A good display of sportsmanship. Always good to see.
What a defensive performance by L.C. Bird throughout the game, but particularly in the second half. They just really shut down. They bent a little bit, but they wouldn't break. Limited after that first touchdown on the first play on the trick pass, they had limited this high-powered Ocean Lakes offense to 3 points. That's amazing.
Great ball game and a great finish to the 2012 football season. And we're going to try to chase down an interview here on the field.
I tell you, Thomas Dale a few years ago came out of the Central Region, beat an Eastern Region team for the state championship, and here we go after so many years of making the playoffs. I think this is the 25th season that Bird has been in the playoffs to finally win a state championship. That's got to feel so good.
Cool. We'll step aside for a quick break here and come right back with the post-game trophy ceremony.
The 2012 Virginia High School League Football Championships are brought to you by Virginia 529. It's never too early or too late to start saving with Virginia 529. And by the Greenbrier Classic. Greenbrier Classic badges are on sale now. Visit greenbriershopping.com to support the VHSL today.
Oh, she's college material, that's for sure. You think? Oh, look at that nose. 4, maybe 5 years, housing, meal plans, fees. Oh, yeah. That nose says, a bajillion bucks in 18 years.
You get all that from a nose?
She's gonna be expensive.
Be prepared for the tuition monster. Visit Virginia529.com and see why it's the nation's largest 529 college savings plan.
Oh my, that chin has grad school written all over it.
Buy a DVD of this or any of the Virginia High School League Championships at VHSLnetwork.com.
And welcome back here to Charlottesville, Virginia. State championship has just concluded. Let's send it down to David Little for a quick interview here with Coach Bedwell.
Coach Bedwell, first off, congratulations. You're the Virginia Group 3 Division 6 state champion for this year. Tell me a little bit about what this means for you and the L.C. Bird community.
Just a culmination of a lot of stuff right now, a lot of emotions. Football program at Bird's been unbelievable since 1978, and the one thing that was missing was a state championship. Been some state semifinals that could never get over the hump, and this is the group that did it. And it's going to look good up on that banner at school. We're excited about that.
Great. Tell me a little bit about this defensive club of yours, man. There was some great hitting going on out here tonight. Ocean Lake stayed in there. Your side of the field, it looks like they were trying to knock the door down, but you never opened it for them.
Yeah, our kids have been resilient all year long. We played great defense all year long. We only gave up 47 points in the first 10 football games, and to only give up 10 points to a great Ocean Lakes offense, and and as a play caller, I didn't do a good job of putting them in a good position tonight, and they just, with their backs against the wall, they kept making play after play, and I have no idea who the big star was tonight, but I'm sure it was somebody different than it was last week, because that's the way they played all year long, and just excited for these kids, excited for this community, and heck, we're going to party on the way home on the bus.
Yeah, well, somebody else that you talk about stars, you kind of rode him the last couple of weeks. Tonight he came up big once again, Paul Robertson.
Yeah, Paul Robertson's a tough kid. I think he started off the season at 6 foot. He's probably about 5'10" right now. We've ridden him so much. Done an awesome job. I don't know his stats for tonight, but he had some big runs, and a tough kid, and carried the ball like that for us, and to do what we asked him to do is he's pretty special.
Great, thank you, Coach. Go get that trophy. Take that title home.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right,
Andy,
David,
back up to you.
Great job. And Coach Bedwell, congrats from up here in the booth as well. We had a chance to see him play last week, and that young man, Paul Robertson, put on a show, and he carried it in to championship Saturday. And his defense showed up the same way, Chris Barassa, and they shut the door on Ocean Lakes with under a minute to go.
Yeah, Robertson got another 180 yards this week, put him over 1,145 for the playoffs.
We'd like to thank.
Let's go ahead and join the public address announcer for the trophy ceremony down on the field.
He needs me in front of.
Now the lineup. Number 1, Andre Dessenberg. Number 1, Daniel Hammett. Number 2, Walter Churchill Harold. Number 3, Jason Lewis. Number 4, Tremaine TJ Griffin. Number 5, Mike Knox. Number 6, Jack Allen. Number 7, Trayvon Brandon. Number 8, Gary Felton. Number 9, Mike Dunstan. Number 10, Brendan O'Neill. Number 3, Corin Cutler. Number 11, Quincy Watts. Number 12, Tyler Bowie. Number 13, Aaron Poor. Number 14, Anthony Say Walters. Number 15, Tony Baird. Number 19, Mike Alston. Number 20, Jordan Bobo. Number 21, Vontae Taylor. Number 22, Giovanni Simmons. Number 24, Fred Hedrith. Number 27, Josh Godfrey. Number 29, Ashton Thorogood. 30, Nick Browning. 33, Brandon Simmons. 37, Dylan Norris. Number 40, Tora Atta. 44, Victor Miller Gonzalez. 45, Brandon Pill. 49, Jason Fortune. Number 50, Javon Majors. 52, Daniel Booth. 55, Massadeek Walton. 56, Dimitri McGill. 59, Alex Skidmore. 60, Hudson Dunaway. 61, John J.D. Dunaway. 62, Jacob Dean. 65, Derek Noddy. 66, Jamal Spence. 67, Ralph Briggs. 70, Robert Warenkowski. 71, Cameron Fino. 73, Jeremiah Jones. 74, Luke Faneth. 75, Christian Dunbar. 76, Connor Kearney. 79, Fletcher Quarles. Number 80, Tiago Palmazano. 88, Keith Taylor. 89, Ryan McClintock. Xavier Council. Isaiah Majors. Victor Miller and Justin Schoonover. The coaches are assistant Mike Kidd, Chris Ramey, Mike Banks, Scott Romig, Antonio McClinney, Jermaine Lazan, Jose Ramos, Brandon Monroe, Jeff Inman, Merrill Cook, and John Walker, and the head coach, Mr. Chris Scott.
Captains, or who you want to present?
Who do you want?
Hey, Skidmore, Dunaway, give me the seniors, seniors over here. Seniors, let's go, seniors.
So as you can see here, Ocean Lakes has received their state runner-up
Ocean
trophy
Lakes
and their medals.
With a
And I know
14-1 record
right now it doesn't feel like,
champions,
an accomplishment. I mean, you're hurting. You obviously want to win the title, but when they look back when they're older, they'll be proud of this season and what they've accomplished. And their first state title appearance, you have a lot to be proud of.
Yeah, it'll probably be the first of many appearances. The Coach Scott's really got a good program going there. Got a lot of great athletes and players coming back. Great coaching staff, great administration there at Ocean Lakes, and they're going to continue.
So LC Bird has been waiting patiently for this moment for a long time. And you can hear that crowd across the way. They are fired up.
Assisted by LC Bird.
Let's join the public address announcer down on the field.
Director Chuck Thomas.
Hey, Coach. Hey, Coach Bedwell. Just in case I don't remember all the names. Help me with the names. I need a book to start. You can start anytime.
Your LC Bird Skyhawks state champions.
Terrence Irving.
Number 1, Terrence Irvin. Number 2, Lionel Williams.
Hey, line them up on the floor. Turn up.
Number 3, J.C. Thompson. Number 4, Darius Buck Hawkins. Number 5, Jeffrey Pointer. Number 6, Daquan Wood. Number 7, Brandon Walker. Number 8, Antonio Cooper. Number 10, Dion Taylor. Number 11, Darius Gillis. Number 12, Rashid Worsham. Number 14, Sean Payne. Number 15, Riley Wilson. Number 17, Darnell Crouch. Number 19, Zach Levine. Number 23, Jalen Lassiter. Number 24, Jay Anderson. Number 30, Jashawn Smith. Number 31, Victor Chestnut. Number 32, Benito Ortiz. Number 35, Masai Kerr. Number 37, Michael Harris. Number 40, Justin Pallamore. Number 41, Kieran Whitehead. Number 42, Ahmad Brown. Number 43, Gary Dorsey. Number 44, Oliver Wright. Number 50, Josie Davis. Number 54, Tyler Wingen. Number 55, Daryl Taylor. Number 60, Bunchai Sock. Number 61, Tavion Harris. Number 63, Trayvon Chambers. Number 64, Jason Sherlin. Number 65, Isaiah Alvarez. Number 66, Kewan JC. Number 67, Sean Randall Thompson. Number 68, Daniel Rose. Number 70, Mason Simpkins. Number 71, Morgan Williams. Number 72, Brian Point. Number 73, Mike Sherlin. Number 74, George Coles. Number 75, Khalil Clark. Number 76, Mark Davies, Juicy Robinson. Number 78, DeMarca Scott. Number 80, Deshard Jones. Number 82, Jose Ayala. Number 83, Drew Deffabaugh. Number 84, Trayvon Richardson. Number 85, Matt Timberlake. Number 86, Mike Owen. Number 87, Oakley Broughton. Number 88, Darian Richardson. Number 89, Purcell Burvine. Darnell Gore. Stephen Miles. Tyler Wilkins. Devin Durham. Chris Haiti. Andre Davis. Rodney Sledge. Rashad Aspie. Trey Ramsey. Michael Garrett. Patrick Gibson. Noah Walker. Bradley Chamberlain. And Troy Patlin, your LC Bird Skyhawks. And our head coach, David Bedwell.
So that's it. The LC Bird Skyhawks are state champions. We thank you for watching this exclusive broadcast. We'll see you in 2013 for more exciting coverage of Virginia High School League football.